How's it going, guys? So I want to talk about Sonic Mania, the new Sonic game coming out. I'm a big Sega fan. Some of you guys know that. I love Sega. I think Sega is the best company ever to create games. I think the best consoles come from Sega. So with that said, understand that I have every right to say that I think Sonic Mania sucks. I think it's dumb. I think Sonic Mania is for cringe lords who are stuck living in the past. Let me clarify myself here, okay? A lot of people hate new stuff. YouTube is full of these cynical assholes that love to just spout all these complaints about new stuff. Nostalgia critic, number one guy I can think of. AVGN, I hate everything. All these nostalgic, cynical channels. And I'm not like that. And I'm in my 30s, which is pretty rare. And I'm not trying to brag or like boast, but I'm just saying like I just think it's dumb how people want to live in the past. And if you guys don't know, Sonic Mania is basically like a Genesis version Sonic game. Like it looks like a Sega Genesis game. It's not the exact remake, of Sonic 1, 2, or 3, but it's still very similar. And, looking at it, it's just, why? What's the point, really? If you want to play a good Sonic game, play Sonic 1, 2, or 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic CD. Those are amazing old school Sonic games. Sonic Spinball, too, it's just, there's no point. There's no point in this game. This game is just for whiny, cynical, fat versions who are unhappy, who are just unhappy people, and I feel sorry for all of them. Really, I do. I think, let me put it this way, you guys, okay? I'm not completely against remakes, but when it's very similar, like graphically, I mean, like if this was a game that had graphics that were similar to, the new Sonic games, I wouldn't have a problem with this. But they made the graphics like super old school and they made it a side scroller, and I think that's beyond stupid. Um, I don't like side scrollers. I mean, they're fun. Like I like some of them, but I like being able. Why would you not want to be in 3D? See what I'm saying? And the fact that they chose to do this rather than make a completely awesome new Sonic game, it's really sad, but I don't blame the developers. And some of you guys know my thoughts on this. It's just the fans are to blame. The fans are to blame for this. They're the reason why we never got a Half-Life 3. Gabe Newell, the creator, said himself he was afraid people would just complain like with Mass Effect 3. Gamers these days are spoiled, whiny babies, and that's the reason why we're getting this Sonic Mania. And that's the reason why we're getting that remake of Crash Bandicoot, which is just not even any different. Like, it's just a complete remake of the old school ones, which is so stupid. And I don't care because I don't want to live in the past. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to live in the future. I'm not a stupid man-child with no life. And I'm sorry to be so harsh on this video, but it just really upsets me because I would have loved to see a Sonic game, that was, 4K, like that came out for the Xbox One or the PlayStation, whatever it is called, PlayStation Pro or whatever. I don't know. I don't play PlayStation anymore, but yeah, it pisses me off, man. That's all I really got to say about this. But I just want to emphasize one more time. I'm not completely against remakes, but if you are going to remake something, at least make it somewhat different and, upgrade the graphics. Make it something that fits in with this generation. Some of the stupid remakes, like with, I don't know, I can think of the Metal Gear Solid, how they did a HD. It's like everything has to be in HD. What the fuck? And these new systems, speaking of Metal Gear, though, I just wanted to say that, like, the remade HD Metal Gear wasn't even that better. Like it didn't even look that much better than PS2. Some of these remake games, the graphics aren't even that better. These so-called HD remakes. And I just saw on Cinemassacre, there is a Nintendo console out now for $500. $500. It's so stupid. All it does is play Nintendo games. And it's $500 because it plays in HD. And I think that's so retarded that people are so spoiled that they have to play everything in high definition now. I mean, if you want the full Nintendo experience, dude, just play a Nintendo. You don't need some fancy, stupid. I don't like these new systems, you know, these like Retron 5s and crap like that. I think it's all a waste of money. Um, some people say, well, you know, I can't afford old school. Yes, you can. If you can afford a $500 system, then surely you can afford an original Nintendo. And if it's one thing I hate too, it was that stupid NES Classic, the thing with like the 1-foot cord. That thing was such a dumb trend. I'm so glad they stopped making those. Also, I know there's going to be people that bitch and whine saying, well, the games are expensive. No, they're not. You're an idiot. Okay. I mean, sure, yeah, some of the really well-known games, you know, some of the, like, the original Mario and stuff like that, you know, the original Zelda, of course it's going to be expensive, but over half of the NES library is relatively cheap. We're talking like $5 to $10 range. I know because I shop for these games. There's a place where I live, which I haven't been in a while because I had security called. I had this unfortunate incident with a stupid cuck, and he called security on me, so I haven't been there in a while. But yeah, guys, old school gaming is not fucking expensive. So just, you know, do the real deal. Nothing beats the real deal. And don't support these stupid games like Sonic Mania. It's all just stupid gimmicks. And I'm so glad I didn't buy a Nintendo Switch because, you know, there's nothing even worth playing on it. I mean, really, what good has come from the Nintendo Switch? And like, what has it been out for like almost 3 months now? 2 to 3 months? Nothing good has even come out of it. It's just a sad, sorry console. But anyways, guys, enough ranting. Those are my thoughts on Sonic Mania. Rest in peace, Sonic. I hope that he can at least come out with one more good game, but you know, the franchise is pretty old. It actually has had a pretty good run. But I think it would be cool to see a Sonic game in 4K if it so happens, but if not, I'd be completely fine as well. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.